Hey guys, it is Alex Angel and Happy New Year. I am here with your first half of January 2020. No more 2000 nothing. It's now 20 something. Anyway, for this month, we're going to shake it up. I don't like doing the same thing over and over. So I will be reading with my Gilded Tarot. I bought some new cards, which I really love, which are the Deviant Moon Tarot. But for this reading, what I will do is your primary will be the Gilded Tarot, and then I'll clarify with the Radiant Moon. Don't freak out. They look a little scary, but, you know, they're really not. And then what we did for the last half of December is I will pull 3 angel cards to help you with advice on whatever, you know, angels brought out for you and whatever they want you to know to help you in the year 2020. 2020 is perfect vision, right? So we seeing things clearly this year. We matching energy. You give me 20, I give you 20 back. You give me 15. I don't know, because I don't go below 20. But anyway, I hope you guys having a fabulous an amazing 2020. So let's get started. Hey Libra, this is Alex, and I am here to bring you, of course, your first half of January 2020 angel and tarot card reading. I have meditated. I have laid out your cards, your 3 cards for your advice for 2020. So let's go ahead and get started. When I was meditating and over your energy, and I was looking at your cards, I feel like basically you guys are at the very tail end of some sort of dispute, fight, tug of war, argument, disagreement, something. This is crazy because I feel like this dispute or argument or whatever it is has been emotionally draining on you. It's almost like, say, for instance, you know, you're fighting with your boss because they didn't pay you for some hours at work, right? And that fight, in my opinion, would be just a fight of basically mentality. You know the hours, you know what's missing, and you know what needs to be replaced, right? This feels 1,000,000% emotional, okay? So I kind of feel like you guys have been fighting this war emotionally. Even though, as an example, it still could have been, okay, you didn't pay me for 3 hours at work. It's almost like you took that emotionally. Like you took that, where you took that to heart. It's almost like everything about this situation you're taking to heart. And I do kind of feel like you are a little battered. You're a little bruised emotionally. I also feel like, especially for you, Libra, you are the eternal optimist, right? You can always see the light at the end of the tunnel, even sometimes when the light doesn't exist. That's how much optimism and how optimistic you guys are. But for this one, in this particular situation, I feel like this situation has battered you and just broken you down enough where your eyes are not even open, right? To be able to see the light at the end of the tunnel. I do feel like in your crown area, there is that hope, right? There is the universe and universal energy feeding into you guys and saying, look, you know, it's been a tough road. Just take care of yourself. Just do what you need to do. Just kind of move on. Just keep putting one foot in front of the other one. Okay? So let's, you know, that's what I got energetically. Now let's see if the cards reflect the same thing. And I'm not going to try and make them fit because I'm getting ready for 2020. And if the glove don't fit, you must have quit. Anyway, 10 of Wands, right? That's my Deviant Moon card. And then also the 7 of Swords. This is a card of deceit, right? This is a card of deceit. This is a card that, you know, shows that somebody's trying to pull the wool over your eyes. People have been lying against you. People have been, stealing your hours at work, as an example. And forgive me because I may have to beat that horse to death. I may have to, talk about that over and over to make my point. But the 10, look at this, the 10 of Wands. Look at the burdens. Look at everything you've been carrying with you. The beautiful thing about 10s in the tarot is they represent completion. Okay, so I do feel like, again, you guys are wrapping this up, whatever this is. To me, this has been a lot of back and forth. This has been a lot of paperwork. This has been a lot of answering calls and being available. And this one trying to get a hold of you, and that one trying to get a hold of you. And, oh, this is on fire. I got to put that one out. This is on fire. Just burden after burden after burden after burden, right? For this particular, for the deceit in particular, I feel like it's being caused by one individual. It could be that bitchy supervisor at work who is just trying to make your life a living freaking hell, okay? Rest assured, my dear sweet Libra, it is all coming to a close. Not only that, but I do kind of feel like, especially with the 10 of Wands here, your fight is over. Look at this card. Not one of those wands are on the ground, okay? You did a phenomenal job. You held it down, okay? You kept them from hitting the ground, and now it's time for the universe and karma to rectify and take care of this person. Listen to me, Libra. You do not have to take care of this person, okay? I don't quote the Bible a lot, but I'm going to quote it for you right here and right now. Vengeance is mine, so saith the Lord. Okay, so there is nothing for you to do. And that also includes defending yourself. You don't have to defend yourself at all. Just let the truth speak out. And I'm saying all of this, and I'm looking here, and at the bottom of each deck is the 8 of Swords, right? And then also the Justice card. So what I'm also hearing too from a religious standpoint, and many of you out there probably are religious, which is why I'm quoting a lot of religious quotes, is I'm hearing thine will be done, okay? So that basically says to me, that's the voice of God basically saying, look, my will is going to be done. There's nothing you need to do. Nobody goes against me, and I don't get it wrong, okay? So hang in there, Libra, okay? Ace of Pentacles, new opportunity. 7 of Pentacles, right? Which is basically planning, okay? I love this for you because what I heard, which is not a word that I normally use in everyday life, is this ordeal. Whatever this ordeal is, the universe is going to bless you once it's over with. What angels are saying to me too, I hear some of you out there saying, well, how can I go on? How am I able to trust after this? How am I able to believe after this? How am I able to even date after this? Okay. Don't even worry about that. Again, quoting the Bible, leave the how up to God. That's not your responsibility. Okay. But truth be told, and look at this card, the Ace of Pentacles is new opportunity for prosperity. I love this because angels are saying you'll get your mind back. You'll get your optimism back. You'll get your hope back. Don't worry about it. It's all coming to you. And coming to you soon, coming to you now, dear Libra. Not only that, but if you look at this tree for the 7 of Pentacles, there's money growing on them trees, right? That is money growing on them trees. Look closely. Ain't shit else on them trees. There ain't no leaves. There ain't no raindrops. There ain't nothing else on them trees but pentacles. So I need for you guys to start focusing on, your treasures. What's the next step? This person, this particular situation could have also bled your finances, right? But this isn't, these 2 cards are an indication here. Them roots are starting to bud, even though it's a tree. Those roots are starting to bud, okay? Money will become available, so I'm not going to say don't worry about it because you still have to survive, but don't get yourself too wound up about it. Quoting Eckhart Tolle, I love him. Yes, you have to pay your bills, right? But you don't have to worry about how you're going to pay your bills, okay? There's a difference. And the difference is removing the emotion, okay? Removing the emotion. What I'm also getting to is, I know this has been hard. Like, I'm now feeling the emotion that, I know this has been hard. What I'm also hearing from some of you is, but I didn't do anything wrong. I feel like I was unfairly attacked for no damn reason. And trust me, I'm the person to tell you, if I did something wrong, I would say it, but I didn't do nothing wrong here. And that's the hard and the most hurtful thing, because Libras represent justice, right? You guys are like the kings and queens of fairness and everything fair in the world, right? So when someone does something unjustly against you, that's your Achilles heel. That will bring you to your knees just on GP, just on general purpose, just because you didn't do anything to cause it. That'll knock you out. The moon. And then also the 7 of Wands. Where's my other 7? I had the 7 of Pentacles. I had the 7 of Wands. And I had the 7 of Swords. Okay? So, you have 4 sevens here. Okay? Yeah, you got 4 sevens here. 3 sevens. Sorry. You got 3 sevens here. And 7, 7, 7 equals what? Friggin' jackpot. Okay? I was looking to see if there was another 7. But you got 3 sevens here, my dear sweet Libra. 7 of Swords, meaning somebody tried to get you for it. 7 of Pentacles, meaning that, you know what, you're going to recuperate. And 7 of Wands, which basically means I feel like you guys are going to have to kind of, angels are, okay, thank you. Angels are saying that this is basically the mental anguish and the mental fighting, right? Because, okay. Angels are sorry. Angels are basically saying that I kind of feel like for a lot of you, you have been very afraid, right? You've been very afraid that this person is going to take you for all you have, or take something that's of value to you. It could be, you know, taking your job, maybe getting you fired, or, you know, stealing your car, taking something that's of high value to you. But I also kind of get that that is like your mind playing tricks on you. And because you are highly emotional, I feel like this is basically negative emotional energy, quote unquote, playing with you. And I'm looking down, right? Because I'm like, okay, let me not give them like some wrong ass information. And then the cards afterwards are like, yeah, Alex, by the way, what you said ain't right. But what I'm also getting again is just that I kind of feel like, you know, there was an enormous amount of fear inside of all of you that this person would basically gut you, right? This person would bring you down financially and emotionally and, you know, from a status standpoint, especially. What I'm also getting to is that there were, I feel like as a part of this fight that certain things might have been revealed to you about this person or about this situation. As an example, if it's a supervisor at work who was, you know, trying to kind of quote unquote steal from the company, you know, by way of taking hours from you. I do kind of feel like the way in which you found out about that is really what hurt you and really what brought you to your knees. Because again, in all of this, you just kind of felt like the innocent bystander to me. And I think that because of that, you know, it has left you kind of like a little on guard, a little defensive, not necessarily knowing, again, not really being hopeful like you normally are, not really kind of knowing who to trust, where to go to, or, you know, kind of what's next for you. I'm channeling and looking at these cards and giving angels a chance to add more information. I like one of them. There's like, don't worry. It'll be over with soon. Number one. They're also saying too that you will you will recuperate soon. So again, you'll be back on the right side up. And the next cards is the King of Wands with the Knight of Pentacles, right? I love this for you, Libra, because the Knight of Pentacles is another offer, right? More money. Pentacles is money, right? Pentacles is money. And you guys have the Ace of Pentacles and you have the Knight of Pentacles. So this is basically saying, don't worry, money, you will kind of regain your status. If it's not necessarily money in your particular situation, again, if it's something like property or, you know, job related, position related, you guys will actually recuperate from it. The thing that I love about this card here, the King of Wands, the King of Wands is a heavy hitter. Okay, he is the king of all pains in the ass. All right, this is not a king that you want to deal with because he's always going to win the battle. He's always going to win the fight. He's always going to win the war, just at his energy alone and his steadfastness, right? So I do kind of feel like if you are kind of down on your knees and kind of worn out from whatever this situation was, this to me almost even represents like a archangel, a guardian angel, somebody coming in out of nowhere who you may not even know, fighting on your behalf, okay? What I'm also getting to, especially for the Knight of Pentacles, is that this person is, oh, I love this. This person is on their way. So it could be somebody, as an example, using the whole stealing hours from you. It could be somebody in payroll to just be like, you know what? This is not the first time she did that, right? This is not the first time he did that. He's been doing that now for 2 years. So it's kind of like, I hate to use the term whistleblower, especially with our current political climate. But I feel like this person who's going to come in, this is the person who comes in and throws the little pebble to bring the whole entire giant down. Okay? I kind of feel like, too, to an extent, you don't know this person, right? You may not even know that the pebble was thrown by this person. But the sheer force and magnitude of the King of Wands is epic. Okay? And I kind of feel like, too, the King of Wands is that fiery king. You know, he goes in, he shoots first, and he may not even ask no damn questions. He gonna shoot first, and he gonna rectify the situation, and he gonna go on about his merry little business, and again, not even look back or not even bat an eye. Libra, I feel like this is your knight in shining armor, right? To come in and kind of help you with this situation and kind of move the situation along. What I'm also getting to is I kind of feel like that energy is going to be pretty persistent, right? Once you actually start to level out and you are kind of recovering and recuperating, I do feel like universe, angels, and energy are going to bring in all of these soldiers, right? They're going to bring in all of these soldiers, number one, to guard and block your path, right? To make sure that as you are recovering, as you are recuperating, that there is no new injury. There are no new incidents to put you back on your butt. Okay, so, and again, I feel like these are in the forms of angels and guides and spirit guides and things like that. People you may not know, you've never heard of. They're just coming in and they're just deflecting and moving around energy in your favor. Okay, the last two cards are the Page of Pentacles with the Queen of Cups. Okay, this is you, by the way. This is, you know, although this represents the water signs, to me, this represents your heart of hearts, okay? This represents your return to your normal self, right? Because one thing about Libras is that, yes, you guys are very, very just, but you are one of the most sincerest signs of the zodiac. So what I'm also getting to, angels are saying, yeah, that also means new love too. I don't necessarily mean it's a new love related to dating and or relationships, because especially because of what you just went through, I wouldn't even advise that. Like, you're going to recuperate and, you know, kind of get yourself back together and then get back into the fight. No, I'm not going to recommend that at all. Right? This is basically saying kind of rekindling that emotion that already exists inside of you. Page of Pentacles is a new endeavor that is near and dear and close to your heart. Now, again, for those of you who are concerned about money, look at these particular cards, these particular pentacle cards. These are the court cards, okay? You got the Knight, you got the Page, and you got the Ace, okay? This, my friends, is money rolling on in, okay? Not only that, but when it comes back in, as weird as this card looks, okay, it's going to make you feel better, okay? It's going to restore your emotion, right? It's going to restore your emotion, and it's going to put you back into that position where you are quote unquote feeling again, quote unquote loving life again, you know, loving certain things. Basically, it reactivates the love inside of you. What I'm also getting to is that as a result of that, of course, eventually that beautiful love that you are, you know, radiating from your heart will bring on a new romantic partner as well. But, you know, in addition to helping your heart, angels also want you to start helping that mind, and also helping, you know, again, that part of you that is very good at weighing and balancing and analyzing certain situations. Because if that's deactivated, you don't need to be anywhere near any love or relationships, okay? So the heart is one part, but then the part of you that analyzes, and again, is just, we have to, you know, kind of get that back on track as well before we send you back out there to the wolves. Okay? Justice and the 8 of Pentacles. And this is basically, you know, not necessarily saying what I was, not necessarily, you know, kind of coinciding to what I was just saying, you know, kind of going back out there to the wolves. This is basically saying that justice will be done, right? And the thing that I love is that, especially for you, Libra, you are used to handling your own justice. But for me, I kind of feel like this is universal. You don't have to lift a finger. Karma is going to come in and whip her hair around and just rectify everything in 2 2s and 1 1s. Okay? And you won't have to lift a finger. This, to me, is kind of like a warning, you know, and basically saying, you know, don't get caught in a trap. Don't get caught inside your head. Don't you dare cry over spilt milk. Don't you woe is me. Angels are saying to me, I'm not going to say you guys are good at this, or you guys can fall into this easily, but please don't. Do not cry over spilt milk. Do not live in the past. Do not go back and wonder, oh, well, did I do everything right? I also kind of feel like because angels are coming in and they're rectifying things really quickly, it's almost like, to an extent, you may feel like, well, dang, it wasn't that bad, was it? Yes, it was. Okay? Please do not put yourself in another position of danger based on what you are thinking, because they have the potential of hurting you and hurting your situation again. And basically what that means is, you know, the way that we perceive the world, the way that we perceive people is through our minds, right? Even physically, the way that we see comes from our mind, comes from our brain, okay? The eyes just open us up, but the brain says, hey, that's an iPhone in front of me, okay? So please be careful about your thoughts, as in, oh, this person did all of that, but they really love me. Those are the things that, again, get you back on your behind, okay? So those are your regular cards in your reading, your spread. Now we're going to look at the 3 cards for 2020 and beyond. And I have shuffled, of course, and meditated over these. However, I have not looked at them, okay? So we're seeing them for the first time. First card up is Intuition/Inner Child. This, to me, says, like, you should spend the rest of your life nurturing these 2 people, your inner child and also your intuition. I do kind of feel like for some of you, no, I can't even. I was trying to work with you, Libra. I was going to say some of you were, you know, you're trying, you know, I kind of feel like some of you starting to look into it. No, I can't even say that. Angels won't give that one to me. I feel like for a lot of you guys, you're way behind. Like, you should be further along in listening to your intuition than you actually are. Okay, so take this as a very beautiful advisory card and saying, look, we'll know what it's going to take for you to start listening to your intuition. Yeah, you're really good at weighing and balancing and being fair and being just, but we're here too. Like, listen to that inner self, that inner guide, that inner child. Angels are saying, well, you can listen to it when it's heard, but what about when it's not heard and it's just speaking to you regularly? Hey, instead of going with and hanging out with this person, let's go get some ice cream today. You know, as in taking care of you, caring for you and looking after you before anybody else. Trust me when I tell you, Libra, I know I didn't say a mouthful, because Libras do take care of everybody else, and taking care of everybody else is always on your mind. The next thing is survival and healer guides. I love this for you too. And I just said to you, take care of yourself in some cases before you take care of anybody else. If you are a person and you have kids or grandkids, yes, it's okay to put them first, but you better be tied in first with them. Okay. Wow, this is crazy, because the angels are basically saying, it's almost like you feel like if you're not loving, if you don't have something to love, then there's no point. There's no reason to like do anything. I need somebody to love. And what's crazy is as soon as I said that, I felt like a punch in my chest, because it was almost like, you weren't supposed to say that. Like nobody is supposed to know that about Libras. So if you're a cross watcher, I just broke Libra code. I'm not a Libra, so there is no code. But anyway, I kind of feel like loving and love for you, Libra, is a part of your happiness. It is a part of, you know, what makes you happy in life is to have something or someone to love on. I'm sorry, because I was going to say, if that's the case, go get you a dog. Okay, if you need somebody to love on, but I don't want to do that. You know, I don't want to just kind of push something, you know, just because, as an example, you're better off when you're loving people, right? It's almost like, I don't want to make it seem like a dog is going to suffice. You actually may be somebody who wants and needs, you know, true love and real love. Now, the last card up, I was hoping was going to be true love and real love, but it's decisions. And I love it too, because there's a heart in the middle, right? When it comes to true love and real love and what you want and what you deserve for yourself, right? This is where, again, you listening to your intuition comes in, and listening to like your higher self to figure out what makes you happy. What lights that flame? You know what I mean? Yeah, this person may look good. Yeah, they may have a nice body. Yeah, they're, you know, really kind and really sweet and have a great job and has a wonderful family, but they may not light that flame. So what I want you guys to do is listen to your intuition, pay attention to the people that you're interacting with, right? And then figure out, after all of this, is that igniting the flame inside of me? Because I think this is something that you guys kind of struggle with, is kind of figuring out, what does it for me? What does make me happy? Okay. And I'm not necessarily saying that there's a real answer to that. What I'm saying is pay attention to what's lighting that flame. Okay. It comes in the form of a skipped heartbeat, butterflies in the stomach. Now, by the way, this is just energy. This is just energy kind of colliding and making a connection. You still have to do your due diligence and figure out if this person is a crackhead or if they're an embezzler. Okay. So just because you have that physical connection, that's just energy. They're okay. We're on the same wavelength. Boop. We done bumped into each other. Now you have to get back into your Libra ways, and you got to watch, and you got to observe, and you got to make judgments and pass judgments. Is this something I want to, you know, stay into? Is this something I want to continue with? You know what? I don't want to continue on. Let's just be friends for now. Or, that is my husband right there. Okay. I got to marry him quick, fast, in a hurry. Do your due diligence. Don't rush into anything. Keep your eyes open. And angels are saying, let them show you what it is that you want to see, right? But again, your eyes have to be open, and you have to know specifically what it is that you want and or need to make you happy. Okay. I hope that helps. That was a lot of information, Libra. If you're ever interested, of course, in a reading, all of my readings are live and in person. I don't do no recordings. If you want, you know, to send me questions in email, that's fine. But if you ever get me on the phone, honey, you get Alex. Okay. Anyway, my information is in the description box below. Libra, keep your head up. Let's get you back into the, you know, our typical scales motion. And then from there, we can reactivate the heart, reactivate the love. And then after that, we can find you someone to love. Okay. I hope that helps. I hope you guys have an amazing January, and I'll talk to you guys later. Take care.